So ladies and gentlemen, we are building a global cooperative bank that escalates residual cash flow. And we're doing that by leveraging artificial intelligence and the financial technology space. Now, folks, if you know anything about the financial technology space, it is the right now multi-trillion-dollar industry. And if you've been paying attention to companies like Cash App, companies like Venmo, Zelle, PayPal, okay, they're getting into the digital wallet space. The reason is because they would rather own the track versus betting on horses. Now, what do I mean by betting on horses? Well, a lot of people are, being told get involved with crypto, get involved with Forex, getting involved with trading. But folks, that's gambling and speculating, right? All right. But what the big companies are doing, folks, they're getting people involved in their ecosystem. And as transactions are taking place, okay, they're owning the track where money is always flowing through them. Okay. And so I know we have this thing with multiple streams of income, and I'm not, putting that down or anything like that. But that's what we call betting on the horses, where you got to, maybe choose one horse, two horses, three or four horses. That increases your chances of one of them getting across the finish line. But here, when you own the track, ladies and gentlemen, you're always in the flow of money, if that makes sense. So our solution with this bank is a reliable and sustainable ongoing residual cash flow with 100% mutual benefit. See, that was one of the boxes I need to check off because I wanted to make sure this truly was a win-win-win for everybody, okay? Not just those at the top, okay, which you see a lot of times in network marketing. Reason being because it's always going to be incumbent upon people to have to do something over and over and over in order to sustain making income, and it's going to require certain levels of influence, skill set, that whole bit. 98% of people don't have that, right? Now, there's a catch to our business, and the catch is simply this. There is no gambling of your money whatsoever. There's going to be no gambling, no risk. There's going to be no selling involved. So this is not going to be one of those opportunities where it's going to feel like you're walking down the street to your neighbors, offering them coupon books, vacuum cleaners, and cleaning products. No, folks. As we're opening up these wallets, it's like digital real estate. So if you see this as rental property, that's literally what we're doing in the digital space, okay? And as we're opening up these wallets, folks, you're going to receive from all accounts after yours instantly, and you're going to also receive from them residually. More on that in a second. There's going to be no delayed gratification. So when you have one account after yours, you're instantly receiving from that. All accounts after yours, you're going to be receiving from those too. And it is a straight success line. No rotation, no cycling, no waiting on a certain number of accounts, okay? There's also going to be no weekly or monthly tasks or quotas that anyone's going to be having to do over and over and over in order to continue to receive money, as you're going to see. The reason that is because every time one person receives deposits, folks, 10 people are going to receive simultaneously every single time. So what that gives a person and gives us, as long as we do the execution, the money is with absolute certainty. And that to me is what drove me to this thing and why I've stated my flag here, because when has there ever been a time to where just with an execution that we just do and duplicate with absolute certainty, it's going to be success for everyone. I've never seen that before, okay? And so when I saw that, okay, the money you're going to see is just not going to be money on the screen, folks. It's going to be money that's be coming into your account because this is real money. It's not going to be points. It's not going to be volume. It's not going to be credits. It's going to be real money just like in your wallet, just like in your purse, okay? So I just want to make it clear that we are not an investment platform. So there's absolutely zero gambling of your money. Our co-op wallet, it employs artificial intelligence, the promise of blockchain, and cooperative funding, which gives us our own bank in our pocket, if you would, to create a private member-owned global bank. Now watch this. This is one of the boxes that I need to check off before I got myself involved. Members can withdraw their deposits on a daily basis, folks, if they so choose. Let me say that again. Members are able to withdraw their money on a daily basis if they so choose. Anytime your money is $50 or more, you are able, folks, to withdraw all or a portion of your money, because this is a decentralized bank, peer-to-peer. We're on the Ethereum blockchain, okay? There is no smart contract. There is no crypto investing. There is no trading, folks. Literally, as deposits take place to activate accounts, and everybody's doing a $28 subscription that's not going to be coming out of your pocket, but everybody's subscription is going to be contributing to everybody's account that was in line previous. But also, everybody's account that's doing a subscription after yours is contributing to your income over and over and over and over and over, folks. That's why you're going to be seeing deposits coming to your bank on a daily basis, weekly basis, monthly basis, many times all throughout the day, okay? So we're only looking for strategic partners here, okay? And this is the major thing right here. Folks, we're not looking for the hope they do it. Reason being, everybody's only doing a one-time execution. So we're not trying to pull anybody's heartstrings or twist anybody's arm to do something that they're only having to do one time. The only way to scale without increasing your hustle is to duplicate yourself. Adding the wrong partners will just add to your headaches and increase your daily interruptions, folks. And with absolute certainty of execution here, scales everyone with absolute certainty, folks, okay? Please don't lose sight of that. We execute, the money is a given, okay? As long as we bring in strategic partners, that is what's duplicating this forward. Remember, everybody's just doing this one time. Just add some more people in here real quick. So, this is all the work that's involved right here. So please pay attention. It's literally only 3 minutes of work. But when I show you the money and how it all unfolds, okay, I'm going to share with everybody taking 3 days, not 3 minutes. But it literally can be done in 3 minutes, because this is all the work that one does. You're going to set up your account with just your first name, last name, email address, and a phone number. Everybody's doing a one-time out of pocket, okay? You're going to have 3 strategic partners do the same, who also each have 3 do the same, folks, just one time. I need that one time to really hit you in the middle of your forehead like a ton of bricks. Because all you're having to do is have 3 strategic partners who will do the same. Everybody's only doing that one time. These actions instantly scale your partners to $35 residually, while simultaneously scaling you from $35 to $47, folks, residually, but it's going to be independent of your involvement. So we affectionately call our simultaneous income system a income escalator, where all we do is got to get on, folks, have others get on after us. And what does the escalator do? It automatically takes us up automatically. So we get on, the automation does the rest. The artificial intelligence is set up for everyone on demand, predictably, instantly, continuously, and increasingly, to receive ongoing residual deposits passively, folks, independent of our involvement. Everyone just cooperatively doing one step, 3 minutes of work that everybody's only doing one time. And folks, you're going to see as this thing unfolds, you, your partners, everyone simultaneously receiving instant withdrawable evidence, real money all along the way. And that's just somebody's back office that we just showed that shared their results. They've amassed already $2,000, and they haven't been in just for a short while, okay? Now, I want to show you how the money unfolds. Then what I want to do, I want to literally take you to the back office, folks, because we're not big on convincing and selling. We rather show and demonstrate, okay? But please keep in mind, everyone just doing the same one time. Nothing else is required, ladies and gentlemen. This is a simultaneous income system, all digital assets after you, cash flows to you. Yes, all of them. Everybody receiving real money all throughout. Everyone just doing a one-time out of pocket of $125, okay? That's gonna activate 3 core wallet accounts. You're gonna receive a NFT, which is a non-fungible token that gives you global business ownership of your business to where your business now is willable, sellable. You can give it away, it's yours, okay? Instantly, your inviter and 9 people previous receive residual deposits, folks, instantly, simultaneously. Have you ever been a part of a business to where what you did, the second you did it, okay, 10 people in line previously are gonna receive money. So it's literally like when you activate your account, what the artificial intelligence does, it takes that money and splits it up between 10 people that were in line previously. So it's literally like you walked up and handed 10 people money. Boom, 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 simultaneously, okay? Because folks, just like with any operation, okay, when people ask, well, where's the money coming from? Folks, the money always comes from our economic value. This is how banks make money, folks. Banks make money by holding money, allowing you to send money, okay? And they make money from loans. Another way of saying that, money moving on their ecosystem. Folks, we make money from deposits and from subscriptions moving on the ecosystem, okay? And as that's being done, folks, money is always coming to our banks from this day forward from our economic value. Everybody just doing a little, but it's going to be collectively scaling everybody's results, folks. And so you're going to have 3 strategic partners that do the exact same, that they're only doing it one time as well. Instantly, you, your inviter, and 8 previous receive residual deposits every single time, folks. Everyone duplicates above one time. No one is required to do any more work. No one is required to involve any more people. Everyone receives instantly and residually from all digital assets after them, folks. Yes, from all of them. All accounts after yours contribute daily, weekly, monthly residual deposits to your bank, folks. And as I mentioned, anytime your money is $50 or more, you're able to withdraw all or a portion of your money, okay? Now, let's start this from your inviter's inviter to share with you how it got in front of you, okay? So, how many times is your inviter's inviter doing the one-time execution? One time. Folks, they have 3 getting in line after them, each of them doing 125. That's instantly gonna bring your inviter's inviter $35. But please understand this. As they were receiving money, folks, everybody else that was in line prior also received deposits that scaled their residual cash flow, but they did not invite the people that your inviter invited. So they just made money independent of their involvement. Folks, if those same set of circumstances were to take place, whether if it's 3 minutes, an hour, 3 hours, or 1 day, okay, it's gonna be the same numbers. It's gonna be the same money. But again, I'm gonna share this with you with everybody taking 3 days with something that only really takes 3 minutes. Now, obviously your inviter, okay, is doing the same thing, okay? Because before them getting involved, they already told the inviter, the person that invited them, okay, if all I gotta do this is one time, and it's going to get us all on the other side of money, let's go. So they do the exact same thing. How many times are they to do the one-time execution? One time, folks. 35 predictably will come to them in total. But watch this. Instantly, simultaneously, independent of everybody else's involvement, everybody just scaled in residual cash flow, folks. Now, you, how many times are you doing the one-time execution? One time. You're having 3 get in line after you that are also going to do the same, okay? As they activate their accounts, 35 in total will come to you instantly and simultaneously, independent of everybody else's involvement. Your inviter scaled and your inviter's inviter scaled, folks. Your friends, they do the exact same thing. They're only doing this one time. Instantly and simultaneously, $35 comes to them. As they were receiving deposits, it scaled you, it scaled your inviter, it scaled your inviter's inviter. There again, folks, this is real money. This is not points. This is not volume. This is not credits. Your strategic partners, that they have come on board. They're only doing this one time as well, okay? 35 predictably comes to them instantly, simultaneously, everybody scales that was in line previously. Now, folks, this is to mathematical certainty. Why? Because I never said that your inviter had to bring in just 3, but your inviter had to bring in 5, or you had to bring in 10, or this person had to bring in 12, or this person here, these people here had to bring in 20. No, they did a one-time execution involving 3. Your inviter did a one-time execution involving 3. You did a one-time execution involving 3. They did a one-time execution involving 3, et cetera, okay? Now, please pay attention, ladies and gentlemen. How many times that I come back to your inviter's inviter, I come back to your inviter, I come back to you, or I come back to your partners, or even their partners, to do any more work, to involve any more people, or to even come out of any more money out of their pocket. Now, Douglas, how is it residual? Remember I said everybody's doing a $28 subscription. But because we're only involving strategic partners, when everyone has their 3 come in, it's covering their subscription. Remember, it brought you to $35. So now when your subscription runs, that doesn't run for 28 days, okay? It's going to come out of your earnings, not you taking any more money out of your pocket. Guys, that's ingenious. Here's why. Because the subscription that your inviter does every 13 times a year, every 28 days, it is contributing to everybody else that was in line prior to their residual income. Your inviter, their subscription, is contributing to their inviter's residual income and 9 other people that were in line prior. Your subscription is going to continue to contribute to your inviter's income, contribute to your inviter's income, and everybody else in line prior. Your partner's subscription, that's not coming out of their pocket, is contributing to your residual income, contributing to your inviter's residual income, contributing to your inviter's residual income. Folks, are y'all seeing 100% mutual benefit, or are you just only seeing the people at the top make money? Everybody, folks. So their partners, they do the same one time, okay? They receive 35. Instantly and simultaneously, as money was coming to them, money came to everybody else. These guys do the same one time. They do it 3 days, just like everybody else, okay? 35, instantly and simultaneously, it scales everybody else's money. These guys do the same one time. Their first 3 days, 35 to them, instantly and simultaneously, it scales everybody's money, folks. Look at this, to mathematical certainty, with everybody just only involving the minimum 3, not 10, not 30, okay? Obviously, Keedric, just doesn't have 3 people on this line. There's no limit to how many people you can add, folks. I'm just sharing with you, with everybody just doing the minimum, okay, what takes place. 18 days in, you're at $2,360. Folks, that's going to be coming to you 13 times a year. Why? Because everybody's subscription is contributing to your income. But the same thing is happening to your friends. While you're at 2,360, they've scaled to 987. Let me ask you a question. Have your friends had to do any more work, had to come out of any more money out of their pocket, or had to involve any more people since they did their one-time execution? No. But wait a minute. Their friends, as you're at 2360, your friends at 987, their friends at 258. Have they had to do anything since their one-time execution? No. Their friends, right, who are just ideally 3 days after them in this example, are at 96. Remember, you were at 96 at one point. Your friends were at 96. Their friends were at 96. Now they're at 96. But have they done anything since their one-time execution? No, ladies and gentlemen. See, folks, you're not just seeing money just go to the person at the top. You're seeing everybody scale, okay? These guys do the same one time. They receive 35 instantly and simultaneously. Now look, your friends are at 2360. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a $30,000 annual residual cash flow, and they haven't done any work since their first 3 days. They haven't involved any more people. They haven't came out of any more money out of pocket. They're not even at 28 days where their subscription is going to run. These guys do the same one time, 35 to them, okay? So the magic number, folks, is all strategic partners get to 35. That's just involving 3 friends that do the same. Everybody's only doing that one time. And as you're seeing as this takes place, okay, are you seeing everybody scale, or are you just seeing just those at the top? So 24 days in to a mathematical certainty, ladies and gentlemen, you're at 13,423 in residual income. But you're fired up and excited. Why? Because you're not there without your friends being at 5,242 residually, coming 13 times a year. That's a $60,000 annual residual cash flow, and your friends have only been in for 3 weeks in this example. Are you seeing why we're only involving just strategic partners? We're not looking for the hope they do it. We're not looking for the people that want to get around to it, okay? Again, it's only a one-time execution that we're just duplicating. Everybody does just one time, and this happens with everybody, okay, all along the way, okay? Now, guys, look. Everyone have 3 strategic partners, do the same one time. The automation does the rest, okay? Able to withdraw your money again 7 days a week. Sorry about that. My bandwidth could be acting up. But I do want to just reiterate, no trading here, no crypto investing, no smart contracts, and no rug pulls. Now, what I want to do, folks, because again, we're about demonstrating. So I'm going to go to the back office here real quick. All right, here, give me a spot, okay? And I created a demo account. Now, our marketing tool is this demonstration dashboard that we have that literally is an exact replica of a live account. So you literally can just open up a free account for someone and literally show them how this bank behaves, okay? So typically the account starts at zeros, but it has 1175. The reason being, because I jumped ahead because I want to keep the demonstration sort of short, because I want to answer any questions you guys may have at the end here. But notice it says, welcome to your bank. So all guests, you are your bank in this example, okay? So if I go back here to your global team, you'll see that I added Keedric Cofer there. I created this account, see, today, June 5th, right before we did this meeting, and the system automatically assigns you your own registration key. That is like your own global routing number to your own global bank. How many people have a routing number to their own global bank? right? So, but I want you to see that you receive from every account. You don't receive, waiting until you get your 3. No, folks. Every account, when it opens, folks, and activates, money's going to come to you, okay? Now, I want to go to another window here real quick because I want to log into that Keedric account. I'm going to do the same exact thing, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. I'll log in here. Now, when I log into Keedric's account, his account's going to be at all zeros. Now, I have your bank in the background because I want you guys to all see this, okay, live and in color simultaneously here, okay? Now, when I go to your bank, I'm going to hit refresh. Watch, your money doesn't move. Because remember, everything is on demand and simultaneous, okay? Now, I'm going to come back over here to Keedric's account. See, it says, welcome to Keedric. Now, I saw some people in the audience here. So this is as Keedric invited. Let's see, we have Tina, H-O-U-C-H-I-N-S. I'm going to do Tina there. So this is as Tina is opening up an account. This is all the skill set Tina needs to activate her account. Put in a first name, last name. Of course, she's going to use her email address, but I'm just using this email address just for demonstration purposes. So if we come down here, put this code in, I'm not a robot, 27107, and I'm going to hit, let me copy that email address here real quick. Hit copy, and I'm going to hit invite, okay? And watch how Keedric goes from zeros, ladies and gentlemen, to instantly money in his account. Folks, how long did it take that money to get in Keedric's account? It's instant. But this is where the magic. Not only did Keedric receive, ladies and gentlemen, from Tina activating the account, 9 other people also in line prior also just received. Now remember, it's all simultaneous. That's why when I was in your bank, I hit refresh because I knew your money wasn't going to move because an account haven't opened. But now watch when I hit refresh, watch what happens to your 1175. Folks, did your money just scale independent of you doing anything? Yes, it did. But not only you, your inviter received, their inviter received, their inviter, their inviter, their inviter, their inviter, all just received real money independent of their involvement. So I wanted you to see the predictability and also the unavoidability of our system, okay? Now, I'm gonna do this again, okay? Now I'm gonna log into the Tina account. This will be the last demonstration I do so we can close out the presentation. So I'm gonna open this up here. Now when I log into Tina's account, this brand new account that we just created, I gotta accept all these terms and conditions that pop up every time a new account opens. But you're gonna see here, close that. Now you see it says Tina Hodgins account at the top. Y'all seeing that? She's at zeros. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add 3, but I wanted you guys to see that even while you're working on your 3, money's gonna be coming to you. As you saw, your account, you don't have your 3 yet, but yet, even as your business is growing, because some people may grow faster than others, right? Money is still gonna come to you, okay? So let's go to Tina's account. So we're in Tina's account. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put in 3 accounts. So I saw we had a 𝗗𝗶𝘀𝗰𝗋𝗄𝗋, okay, bank. Again, I'm just doing random information for demonstration purposes. But if Ms. 𝗗𝗶𝘀𝗰𝗋 got involved with this, she would just send whoever invited her her real email address, okay? So we're doing an Edward. I saw Edward out there. Edward Persons. Bank, okay, at CoopBusiness.com. And let me just do a church. Let's do New Hope Church, okay? Hope Church at CoopBusiness.com. Now, folks, I could do a church, I could do a business, I could do a fundraiser, a crowdfund, because we have any entities that are involved, folks. We have, it's not just individuals. So I just want you to see how this thing performs. So I'm adding those 3 accounts. This is as if Tina now is getting 3 accounts to come after her. So these are her strategic partners that come after her. And watch what happens to Tina's account, folks. Okay? Folks, do you see the 35.25? Now, we just rounded it off just for simplicity's sake, but that's the 35. It's predictable, folks. It's as advertised. Okay? This for Tina's account. That would be a real $35. Now, again, that is residual money. Why? Because she's also going to be receiving from those accounts residually. That same money is going to be coming to her every 28 days, folks. Okay? From those accounts. But watch this. Even though Keedric doesn't have his 3, let me hit refresh on his account. Watch his account. Did Keedric receive more money, folks? Look, he still only has just 1 account. So even while you're even working on your 3, money's going to be coming to you. Let's go to your inviter, your account. It's your bank. Let me hit refresh on you. Did you receive more money? Ladies and gentlemen, are you guys seeing everybody scale, or are you just seeing just the first person that started this? Everybody's scaling, folks. Okay? This is the most incredible thing I've ever seen. But there again, not only did your bank receive, not only did Keedric receive, not only did Tina receive, folks, okay? Everyone that was in line previously scaled in residual cash flow, and it was only Tina that invited these accounts, okay? But yet everybody else in line still received. So with New Hope Church, okay, they moved this forward. When Edward Peterson moves this forward, when Damaris Perez moves this forward, they're going to receive instantly and simultaneously. More money is going to come to Tina. Instantly and simultaneously, more money is going to come to Keedric. Instantly and simultaneously, more money is going to come to you too, folks. There'll be more money there if I use all the accounts that I did, but I just wanted to keep the demonstration short to let you see how this thing functions, okay? Fantastic. So let me get back to the presentation, and we'll go ahead and close it out. So folks, again, I was sharing this, let me get out of that, with everybody taking, okay, 3 days. Let's say everybody was going one-legged handicapped turtle speed, and let's say everybody was doing it in 7 days instead of 3. Now again, when I was back there in the back office, was I even back there for 3 days? No, okay? But let's say everybody took a week. Folks, with the same set of circumstances and everybody taking a week, folks, it would bring you to 13,423 just 8 weeks in. Let's say everybody took a day, because the artificial intelligence doesn't care. If everybody did it, same set of circumstances, 8 days, you'll be at 13,423. My point in sharing this, we dictate and control whatever velocity, whatever speed that we want to move this at. But it's still the same execution. Okay. So let's recap. Our cooperative, yes, folks, increases everyone. No one's required to do any more work. No one is required to involve any more people. Everyone receives instantly and residually from all digital assets after them. A one-time execution. 3 strategic partners who just duplicate. No repetitive onboarding required, respectively. We all receive absolute certainty of results all along the way with absolute certainty of execution. It's a straightforward, clear path, ladies and gentlemen, to everyone, okay? But there again, if you are absolutely certain you will not be able to involve 3 who do the same one time, don't do this, ladies and gentlemen, because we don't want any interruptions in anybody's residual cash flow. This is a one-time execution. It's 100% mutual benefit. Everyone's 3 covers their subscription. So your yes brings you to 35. Your partners say yes, they're doing one step, 35. Their partners say yes, 35 to them, everybody scales. They say yes, folks. They say yes, 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 and they say yes, folks. This thing happens for everybody, folks. Okay? Are you guys seeing everybody scale, or are you just seeing those at the top just make money? Now you see why we're going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs with this thing. All parties win, 100% mutual benefit, no one left behind, ladies and gentlemen. Send your email to your inviter. Your partners will just send their email to you. Everyone's just doing a one-time out of pocket of $125 and having 3 strategic partners do the same, okay? Everybody's only having to do this one time. Now, we typically table it right there to 13,000, but Keedric told me that he has some folks that really want to see, serious money with this thing. But folks, yes, it scales beyond 13,000, okay? But remember this, folks, this is without anybody doing any more work. This is without anybody having to come out of any more money out of their pocket. This is without anybody having to involve any more people. And look what this does for all of us. Okay? So your friends come to 13,000. Okay? Now, if you got to 13,000 in 8 days, in 8 weeks, or 24 days, whatever. Okay? The same execution takes place, the same money takes place, folks. So, evidently, as your friends, as you were scaling, your friends were too. So when they get to 13,423, okay, that scales your money to 48,298. Folks, that's not an annual basis, that's a monthly basis there, okay? So that's 48,298 that's coming residually to mathematical certainty. Remember, you haven't done any more work. Your friends haven't done any more work since you guys did your $35. Their partners come to 13,000. As they're coming to 13, you're at 40. Your friends are at 48. You're at 193,000. Folks, that's every 28 days, okay? Once again, you haven't done any more work since your $35. Your friends, scaling right along, haven't done any more work since their $35. Their friends, think about it, you did not invite their friends. Your partners did. They're at 13,000. Those that they invited, you did not invite, neither did your partners invite. But is everybody receiving in the same beneficial way? Absolutely. 13,000 to them. As their money comes to 13, that means their partners are at 48, your partners at 193,000, you're at $1,014,000. $772 that's coming in every 28 days. Why? Because you are receiving from everybody's subscription, okay, with an account after yours. Now, literally when you're at 193,000, your matrix has filled. Folks, we have a built-in Morbius loop, okay, where the system opens up another matrix, okay, and we come through it infinite number of times, folks, over and over and over again. That's why our money continues to scale from this day forward without you having to involve any more people, without your partners having to involve any more people, without their partners having to involve any more people other than the 3 strategic partners that they started with, that we started with when we got our $35, folks. It makes you want to speak backwards. Wow. Some of y'all get that along the way. Wow, forward or backwards, the same thing, right? These guys come to 13,000. Ladies and gentlemen, have they done any more work? Have they had to come out of any more money out of pocket? Have they had to involve any more people since they got their $35? No, they haven't, folks. Okay? These guys come to 13,000. Scales everybody in line previously, folks. To an exact science, you're at 1,400,000 folks, 232 that's coming in every 28 days to a mathematical certainty, while your friends are at 1,080,000, okay, to a mathematical certainty, while their friends are at 1,014,000, mathematical certainty, while their friends are at 193,000, mathematical certainty, while their friends are at 48,000, mathematical certainty, folks. Their friends who they invited come to 13,000. Remember, you have only invited your partners. You haven't invited anybody else, okay? 13,000 of them, scales everyone, you're at 2.7 million, okay? Your friends are at 1,014,000. Now remember, this money here was independent of your involvement. This money here was independent of your involvement. This money here was independent of your involvement. This money and this money and this money was all independent of your involvement. The biggest point we want everybody to see is everybody scaling here, or is it just those at the top? Isn't it time for there to be a system, folks, where it's 100 mutually beneficial to everyone? Yes, it is, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? 13,000 comes to them. As 13,000 is them, it's scaling everybody else, folks. Brings you to 10,700,000 residually. Okay? As these guys come to 13,000, scales everybody's money. Your friends' friends are at 2.7. Your friends now are at 10,700,000, $382, ladies and gentlemen. That's coming in for you every 28 days. Okay? These guys here at 13,000, scales everybody's money. Now your friends' friends, okay, are at 10,700,000, 382. Okay. So we're just showing you the math, folks. Math is irrefutable. All we have to do is execute. The automation and the math does the rest, okay? So everyone receiving social proof all along the way, okay? That is the biggest dynamic I can't tell you, because when you have a consensus of people seeing that this functions as advertised, okay, it's going to be hard to, tell of, thousands of people that, hey, we're lying, right? Maybe if I was the only one receiving money, that'd be different. But not with everybody receiving results all along the way, okay? So no trading, no crypto investing, no smart contracts again, no rug pulls, with absolute certainty of execution, instantly absolute certainty of results, okay? So that's going to be all today, ladies and gentlemen. Like literally, this is a one-time execution system. All digital assets and subscriptions of accounts after yours contributes to your residual income. Another way of saying that too, all digital assets and subscriptions of accounts after your friends contributes to their income and your inviter's income as well. We all scale and cash flow simultaneously. The replication of the one-time execution scales everyone from $35 to $13,423 and beyond residually. All money is instant and on demand. It's a decentralized peer-to-peer environment because we're on the blockchain. Everyone receiving a reliable, scalable, and sustainable ongoing residual cash flow, folks, from this day forward. And as I said in the beginning, there's no gambling of anybody's money. There's no cycling. There's no rotation. There's no weekly or monthly task or quotas. Success here is based on absolute certainty of choice. No selling involved, no percentage daily or weekly trading or risking involved here for anyone, folks. Launch your team today. Have your team, they can launch their teams at our next strategic partnership meeting. We're literally going to have one of those tomorrow on Thursday, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. If you guys want to get some people in front of me, I'll be sharing the presentation again. It's our weekly overview that we have with our team specifically. Tomorrow night, that's at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be on this same link right here, okay? So we have our resource hub, predictable cash flow mindset. I want to take you to that real quick because I want you guys to see We have a whole entire system that's involved here that everybody plugs into, because folks, we want to be system dependent, not people dependent, because we don't want to leave anybody's success left to chance. So if you go to our website, smarterthanmoney.com, you can go there. If you're taking notes, you can write that down, smarterthanmoney.com. Okay. You'll come to our resource hub here. We also have our own how-to videos. Okay. Well, that's the presentation. Let me go here. So if you go to STM members, folks, you'll set yourself up a free account here. Set yourself a free account. It literally walks everyone through how to fund their co-op wallet. It also provides, we have a flipbook PDF presentation where if somebody just wanted to read the presentation, okay, to someone, we have a flip chart of that. This step one, STM member orientation. If you go log in, you have to create a login to get here. And again, it's free, right? I'm going to sign in here so you can see. But folks, we have everything already in place. We we jot the weekly overviews that we do. We have our own Telegram group right here, where you can go right here and click on Telegram. Click no on that. We have this introductory video that we have everybody watch when they're first getting on board. And then we want everybody to download the new members orientation packet. Kind of show you how that looks here. So it jumps you down here, and where it says new member orientation packet, you want to download that. It literally walks you through what people want to do first and get their cooperative going, where we're not relying on people having to do presentations all the time. There's a simple system. These are all the how-to videos, just cascading through this here real quick. You can see how to conduct a strategic partnership meeting, how to confidently explain and show the value when doing your co-op wallet demonstration, things of that nature. If you come there, we have another slide, another page where we have our 24/7 overview. It's a 30-minute overview that somebody can just come here and just click play. And my business partner, Greg Baldwin, he'll be sharing the presentation for 30 minutes. Person just gets someone on Zoom and maximize this, clicks play, they can share the presentation. This is 24/7, okay? Right here is the flip chart where you can view our detailed interactive PDF, where all the person has to do is just click this arrow, ladies and gentlemen. It just literally gives a flip chart of the presentation, and the person can just read it, okay? And it literally explains our whole platform, okay? And we have little buttons on here that you can see, like it says share a short testimony. So let me just share this with you real quick. If you clicked on that, click on that. We have a real quick testimony of a young lady that's been involved. She's been involved more than 6 weeks, but this is when she was just in for 6 weeks. She shared her testimony. We put it out there. So if somebody wanted to, just see a quick testimony, let me play this for us real quick.
After week about this BYO bank thing, but you know what? Documentation beats conversation, so I'm going to show you something. But I want you to keep in mind that if you are in a business opportunity right now and you've been in it for a minute and it's been 6 months, 8 months, a year, and you're not receiving daily deposits into your bank account, or your residual isn't at least $500 a month to $1,000, what are you doing? I've been in this for 6 weeks, you guys, and wow, let me just show you. Do you see these? Last night I got a drop. I call it a drip. A deposit drip of $49. The day before, 37. Day before that, 21. Day before that, 10, 17. That's a debit right there. That's my monthly fee, or my deposit, that keeps me in business. But before that, $19, $11, $18, $6. I mean, you guys, look at these deposits. They come in every day, and what I want you to know about these deposits is every time I get a deposit into my account, 10 people above me get deposits into their account as well. This thing right here is unbelievable, and what I've been looking for years and years. So you guys, put your pride aside, okay? I don't care what you're building. If you're not receiving daily deposits into your bank account, again, what are you doing? Because we do 2 things one time, and that's all we have to ever do. And this money is going to keep coming and keep coming and keep coming.
Absolutely, guys. So I'll open it up for any Q&A. Let me say, let me stop my screen share. Fantastic. Awesome. Awesome. So, yeah, guys, I get fired up every time I see it. So my voice sounds a little hoarse. It's just because I've been doing a whole lot of talking here in the last couple of days. I celebrated my birthday last week on Thursday, and finally got a little day off. But the wife made me take a day off. Say, no, you ain't sharing this with nobody on today. We're taking you out for your birthday. So, but yeah, man, this never gets old for me. But yeah, if anybody has any questions, you can go down, or you can just unmute yourself if you want to do that. You can just unmute yourself, and if you have any questions or anything like that, I'll take any questions that anybody may have.
So I just wanted to know how you're doing, Douglas. Thanks for sharing. Thanks,
no problem, Ms.
Keedric, for
Flores.
inviting me. Just wanted to know the 3 strategic partners. What's the difference of the 3 strategic partners and then the goal of just getting anybody? Or do we have to continuously do strategic? And how do you define strategic?
Well, I just, I define strategic as someone just doing the same thing they will be inviting strategic partners as well, doing the same thing that they don't have to do one time. Meaning that we just don't want anybody to have the expectation of, well, let me just get in and they don't do anything and they're just expecting spillover or something like that. Spillover is on the table because we're a 3x10 infrastructure. So whereas, let's say if you brought in 3 people, but then you brought in a 4th or a 5th or a 6th, those people then fall after your first 3, right? And it will contribute to their income, but we don't want this to be a job for anyone to where we're always having to constantly bring in people. When you bring in strategic partners, this thing is naturally growing on its own, independent of your involvement. That's how we want it to be. We don't want it to be where, you having to bring in people always, all the time in order for to have the money coming from you. So you want your strategic partners to be people that are going to do the exact same, that they're going to do the exact same thing, okay? And their partners are going to do the exact same thing. Everybody only have to do that one time. Did that answer your question?
Yes, it did. Thank you. And when you mentioned teams, does that mean just that first level? You're saying the 3x10. So you're saying, like, when I say, hey, this is my team, can you define what level that would be considered a team?
Yeah. So I'll draw it up on the board here. Are you guys able to see my board in the back?
Yes.
All right, awesome. Great question too. So everyone, of course, is at the beginning of their business. Okay. Now understand, every time an account opens, 10 people are going to receive money simultaneously. Okay. So the money, Damaris, that you paid to activate this account, okay, it's actually $28, but of course you're buying 3, right, for your strategic partners that are going to do the same. So this $28 here is going to get broken up, and your inviter is going to receive from it everybody else, right? So when you bring in your partner 1, what's going to happen? Bam, money's going to go to you and everybody else in line prior, just like you're seeing here, because this happens every time. So when you bring in your second person, this is going to happen. Boom, money's going to come to you. This is you right here. When you bring in your third person, okay, this is going to happen. So money comes to you again and everybody else. Now, if you were to bring in a 4th person, the 4th person is not going to come over here. It's going to drop below this person. Now, they may not know this person, but they're going to receive from this person forever, however long they're in the business. Now, this right here, it covers your $28, right? That $28 subscription, that's now getting covered from these 3 right here, okay? Now, because you're going to be receiving from 10 levels, right? You're receiving from 10 levels, okay? Your 3 now are doing theirs. I won't make this confusing. Your 3 are doing the exact same thing. Now, when your 3 have their 3, that qualifies you to receive from all 10 levels. So So this is why everybody, we say doing the 2 steps. The 2 steps are simply this. You're involving your 3 and your strategic partners are doing the same. When this happens right here, you're now qualified from all levels to receive from all accounts after yours, okay? But as I showed you when I was in the back office, even while you're working on this, let's say you don't have these 2 that have come in just yet, you have 1 person, but then this, this team here just starts growing. Well, you're still gonna have money come to you, but just to a certain degree, okay? Because you don't become qualified until you have your 3 and your 3 has theirs, and now you're receiving from like levels 8, 9, and 10, and etc.
Okay, so that identifies the team as the 3 with the 3 under each 3.
That is correct.
Thank you.
I figure I'd give it a visual because sometimes a visual does better in explaining, but that's a great question.
It did help. I have one more question on, if anyone has a question, I don't want to interject, but I just
No, it's
have.
all good. I'll go to Dr. Tina after you.
Oh, okay. So the other question is, you mentioned subscriptions. So that $28, we're giving that on a what basis? On a daily basis? On a weekly basis? On a
monthly? Every 13.
Monthly.
Well, it's every 28 days.
Okay.
Yeah. So that runs on every 28 days. Dr. Tina.
Good evening. Well, afternoon. Thank you for this. This is really good. Thank you, Dr. You're gonna be there, Dr. Keedric Cofer.
Amen.
Thank you for inviting. So I have a question because I'm thinking strategic to be strategic. Okay. So if I have 15 people that I invite to a call to quickly get to my numbers, wouldn't I smartly take those 15, make 5 legs and put 3, 3, 3. And then from that point, they also bring in another set of 3. And now we have a whole nother thing going. Does that make sense? Because that's what my brain went strategically. If I got 15 people on, I got 15 people say I'm ready to go. I'm going to strategically put 5 people in position for 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. I'm already at that point where that money is coming in. And then also now I'm like, okay, now you guys get 3 more. And now we got a whole nother set of 3s. Okay. Does that make sense?
Well, I mean, so however you want to do it, that's fine. This is what I would suggest always. Never give anybody away to anybody. You want your strategic partners to, to do their part. Again, they're only having 3 strategic partners do the exact same. Now, the way the system is going to do it, the system is going to automatically place your team. It's going to do it in a staggered way, right? So it's going to really help your team, those that, may be a little, slower than others. So they'll benefit from what you do, doctor. So, if you're going to bring in your 15, however you orchestrate that, coordinate that with your team, right? Just, again, only bring in those that are going to at least do their one-time execution, because we want everybody to have their subscription covered, because their 3 covers their subscription. So that won't be coming out of their pocket when it runs every 28 days, if that makes sense.
Gotcha. Thank you.
You're so welcome. Great question, by the way, too. Did everybody understand that response? Okay. Damaris, I'll come back to you. Let's go to Henry. Henry, I saw you unmuted yourself.
All right. So is this thanks for sharing this. I want to watch your presentation one more time, but sure. Is this international?
Absolutely.
So this is global.
Correct.
Okay, so it's $125 to start.
Yes, sir.
$28 a month.
Correct. Every 28 days.
Every 28 days, $28 a month. So the $28 gets waived if I didn't miss after 3 people. Yeah. So your 3 here. Let me show it to you. So your 3 covers your subscription, right? Because your 3 is going to bring you 35. Let me close all this off. Okay. So let's go with Henry. Okay. So Henry, when you bring in your 3,
okay, that's going to bring you to 35, right? That's going to cover your $28 subscription. So that's getting covered. Because remember, the reason this is coming every 28 days to you. Why? Because your 3, let's say you involve 𝗗𝗶𝘀𝗰𝗶𝗶𝗵𝗵. Okay, she's going to be bringing in 3. That's going to be 35 to her. That's going to cover her subscription.
Okay. So every 3 brings you $35.
Your first 3 brings you $35. Yes.
Okay, your first 3 brings you 35 out of. I mean, it makes sense mathematically because 125 times 3. Right. Okay. So the company's always, it's like almost like 30% is paid out to every 3. Well, the first 3, yeah.
So basically, what you want to watch, we have what we call a payout mix, okay? Because it breaks down all the different percentages at every level that you receive. But they incentivize you to bring in folks personally because you're going to receive 25% on all your personals, plus the percentage that they are on in your business, okay?
Right.
But we don't really get into explaining all that, but on this, on this type of call, but that's why we refer you to the payout mix, because it explains all that. But what I want people to see is that the reason why you want strategic partners is because you don't want anybody's $35 or $28 coming out of their pocket. You want to come out of their business.
Yeah, you want somebody that's going to bring in the 3.
Right, because what's also happening as everybody's just covering their subscription, because when you did this, what happened? Or when 𝗗𝗶𝘀𝗶𝗵𝗵 did this, you made more money. Okay. Now when Keedric, okay, that you invite, he's doing the same. He's getting 35 from his 3, but as he was coming in, what? More money came to you. More money came to 𝗗𝗶𝘀𝗶𝗵𝗵, more money came to you, Henry. Roberta, okay, she got invited by Keedric. 𝗗𝗶𝘀𝗶𝗵𝗵 didn't invite her, Roberta. You didn't invite Roberta, but you want Roberta to be strategic because why? She's gonna have $35 that covers her subscription. As that was happening, more money came to Keedric, more money came to 𝗗𝗶𝘀𝗶𝗵𝗵, more money came to you. So just with everybody doing their strategic part, okay, is gonna make everybody's money grow.
Okay. Now I have another question.
Yeah, go ahead.
So the 125 is to start the $28 a month. What is a person getting for that subscription?
Yeah, so basically what you're getting is what they call 3 tokens, because the blockchain uses tokens. You can't use your own fiat currency.
Right.
The token that you get is dollar for dollar, your US dollars. Okay. So when you buy those tokens, that activates your account. One of your tokens is going to make you active on the system, leaving you 2. What's going to happen is from your inviter, you're going to be receiving a free token that brings you back to 3. So now when your 3 partners come involved, you'll have 3 tokens that's going to be going to them, right? Keeping that process going, duplicating. And this is all being done automatically.
Okay.
Did that answer your question on that question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
No problem. I was kind of paused. I didn't know if you was working on another question or not. But if you do have another question, man, just raise your hand and I'll address it. I'm in no rush. But I'll go to Miss Tangela. Tangela, yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon. First, let me say,
good afternoon. How you doing?
I'm doing great. First, let me say, Mr. Cofer, thank you so much for the opportunity to come in and hear this information. It's been great. I do have a couple of questions. So from the sounds, I think, well, let me clarify. This is crypto related, but doesn't require like an active, I guess, involvement from a crypto investment standpoint. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. And then you also mentioned that when your 3 strategic partners get their 3, that's when you're qualified to receive down to 10 levels. Is that what I heard?
That is correct.
Okay, so prior to that, them receiving their, your strategic partners getting their 3, what happens, come the end of the month and they, maybe say one of them haven't gotten their 3 yet. What happens in terms of how that impacts you?
Great question.
It's the one in front of me.
Great question. Which is the reason why we have people buy 3 tokens. If there's a situation where somebody doesn't get their 3 before their first 28 days comes into play, Tangela, the system will just take one of their tokens to, for their subscription and keep them in the game another 28 days while they're working on getting their 3 partners, right? Let's say they don't do it, get their 3 for the next 28 days. So they have that 3rd token, they'll just take that token, okay, and use it for their subscription, keeping them in the game, keeping residual cash flow coming to everyone else in line prior. If it at that point, so they literally get 4 months, right? If 4 months, you're not, able to do it, then, we would just say it's probably not for them, especially with all the support that they're going to be having, where they can just invite their friends and put them in front of this. We'll do the presentation. For instance, write the flip book. And again, everybody's doing a one-time execution. The system will then, after 56 days, they'll go into lapse status. And what will happen is they'll just evaporate out, and everything that was happening after them will just close up, putting everything in line.
Okay, no, that's helpful. And then just one quick follow-on question to that. So let's just say they do lapse. Does that mean then that puts the onus back on you to make sure you bring in another strategic partner to fill that gap? I guess at that point. So you'll have 3.
I mean, it could be one of 2 things. If they, we're going to talk to them and say, hey, is this something that you are looking to, really want to do and benefit from? Right. And if they say yes, then they can just top it up, upgrade their account with, just buying 1 token. They'll need to buy 3. They'll just buy 1 token and they'll be back in the game, and, and we'll be working with them. Or, if you feel that you brought somebody in and they're not, for whatever reason, it could be something happened in life and, it just took them out of the game. Then you talk to them and maybe just get that position, exchange or rearrange, right? But getting that person's permission, doing it the ethical way, of course.
Gotcha. Okay. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. Great question. Anybody else?
Yeah, I have a question.
Yes, Charles.
First off, thanks for your dedication in serving the community.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
Doing a great job with your leadership. In an effort for us to find people that are open-minded and forward-thinking, it appears that there are many instances where they obviously haven't watched the video and they lack the understanding, but they're responding with assuming and implying that this is crowdfunding and cash gifting. How do you respond to that, where it comes across as somewhat narrow-minded?
Right. Well, cash gifting and crowdfunding is not a bank, right? It's just a means of people bringing money and cash together for a cause or a purpose or whatever the case may be. This is a little bank with a service. It has a subscription to it. We have the digital wallet, okay, which provides cash flow services where we're able to send money. Just like you're able to do with Cash App, you can send money from one Cash App to the other Cash App. You can send money from one Co-op wallet to another Co-op wallet, right? In your bank, you're able to hold money. You're able to even have money on here, send money to clients, send money to customers. My barber has a Co-op wallet. When I want my haircut, I don't use Cash App. I don't use Venmo. I use my own wallet. I'll send him his money and he gives me my haircut, right? So you're getting a real business, a real bank here. And, with the subscription, that's the service. It allows us to have residual cash flow from other digital assets, Co-op wallets, if you would, with others opening up an account as well. Typically with crowdfunding, there's really no product. It's just people coming together, supporting a cause or a vision or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, and a lot of these members may be a member of a credit union. And I respond with, you can't say NO until you KNOW.
There you go. I love that. That's great. You cannot say NO until you say KNOW.
Yeah, I like that too. That's a great concept.
Absolutely. But did that answer your question, Charles? I just wanted to make sure, sir.
Yeah, yes, thank you.
Oh, you're so welcome. And like I say, guys, I'm here. You know, I'm not going anywhere. I don't do any other project. I've been doing this for 18 years. This takes care of my mortgage. This takes care of our cars. My son, he got a scholarship, but that was one of my reasons for getting involved in this. I want to be able to facilitate his whole 4 years in college, scholarship or no scholarship. He can choose the school he wanted to go to, but he didn't want to be too far from home because he knows we cook pretty good and he loves to eat. So, you know, just got him his brand new car here that he picked out. Okay. And, you know, we paid cash for that. Folks, this works. Literally. Absolutely. Any other questions?
So this could be looked at almost as if, you know, as an incentive to helping the bank grow on the digital platform, they give you a kickback of $35 every time, or a kickback for bringing people to help expand the bank.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You can use that marketing approach. Yeah, I want to show you
Sort
guys.
of like what? Huh?
No, go ahead. I'm sorry. I was gonna.
Sort of like there was a bank. What was it? Sophie Bank that was giving people $25 for every new account that opens, something like that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Well, you know, there again with SoFi Bank, you know, you're just getting a one-off there, and it's not able to be national, from what I understand.
Right.
Here, I mean, you're receiving a residual income.
Right.
Where, you know, you can grow this thing to where it literally takes care of your bills, your monthly expenses and obligation. That's like the first goal that we really set for people. Let's go ahead and get residual income coming in to where it can offset your bills, monthly expenses. Because there's other big things that we want to be doing, because this is just phase one. You know, we're looking to connect ourselves with strategic people because there's a whole lot of land out there that we want to go buy. There's buildings out there that we want to go buy. But the first thing we have to do, we want to get people's residual cash flow where it's scaling. And now we can come together and we can do other big projects and other big deals. Okay? But it's going to be hard to do that if all we're doing is trading time for money to make money, if that makes sense. So this is giving anybody the ability to have ongoing scalable residual cash flow, folks, with just a low barrier of entry and a one-time execution. That them and whoever they invite only are required to do this how many times?
One time.
And also, what is the age limit, by the way? I'm sorry for all the questions,
but you have to check whatever, you know, that part of the area may be. Typically here in the U.S., it's 18, right?
Okay.
But if there is a, you know, because if you have someone that's maybe a college student and they're maybe not the age of 18, they can just put in a parent's name or, you know, put in an LLC or whatever the case may be. And you know, sometimes people don't ask this question, but we get asked about, you know, what about the taxes? Well, because we're a closed loop and we're decentralized, there's nothing to do with tax. We have nothing to do with that. But of course, when you take your money outside here, then that's when you got to consult a tax consultant about, you know, how you do your money with that. But you'll always have all your transaction history that gives you all your records. So all your transaction history, you can just take a screenshot of that and give it to your tax advisor. I'm not allowed to give tax advice.
Can you do me one favor?
Sure.
Can you share the presentation screen again and just go back to what a person needs to do to get to 13,000 a month? I just wanted to see how many levels that was.
No problem. Are y'all seeing my screen, right?
Yeah.
Here. So with this, you know, I was basing it, because again, the same set of circumstances can happen within an hour, within the next 10 minutes. But I'm just, you know, sharing it with everybody taking 3 days in this example.
Yeah, understand.
All right. So basically, so your inviter, you know, did their execution, and it's just kept duplicating with everybody that's coming involved one time, right? Doing this once. So in this example, at level 8, okay, to mathematical certainty, okay, with level 8, you'll be at 13,423 residual cash flow. Now, obviously, as Dr. Tina was saying, you know, she's going to be bringing in 15. Well, this is based on people just doing 3, okay? Now she's gonna Hercules there, okay? So, but that's fine. You know, if you want to move that fast, the artificial intelligence don't care, folks. I'm basing this on everybody just doing the minimum, because this project was created to take care of everyone, right? With a low barrier of entry and a low barrier of execution. So I'll just say this, don't try to beg people to do this. I mean, it's literally one time, right? And you're looking for strategic partners, and maybe your first three, maybe you're, try not to invite Nook and Ray. They may not be too business minded. You want to get strategic partners that really understand business, entrepreneurs, right? So yeah.
So the reason why I asked you that is because based on building in threes on 8 levels, that's about 19,000 people.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Cool. I mean,
but understand, but as a networker, so this, I got to speak to network marketers. Never look at the numbers of people, okay? Because then you'll look at this through the lenses of network marketing. Because in network marketing, we had to bring in everybody. You're looking for strategic people, and teach your people to only involve strategic people, and then it's just 8 weeks or 24 days with everybody taking 3 days. So you want people to move strategically. Just don't bring in people just to be a body, thinking that, oh man, we got to get 19,000. That's going to get us the money. Because you can bring in 19,000 and you only got 10 that'll do something. You don't want that.
No, when I say 19,000, that was 19,000 of everybody doing 3.
Right.
Yeah, so that's what it breaks down to. So the reason why I'm asking that is because the numbers have to make sense. Like, okay, how much money's been
right. I see what you're saying. Yes.
So the business stays open. Right. So the payout is it's almost like a third that's being paid out to the field.
When you watch the payout mix, Henry, watch that. That literally breaks it all down to you. And of course, with those that you want to share that with too, so it makes sense to them, share that with them as well. But the payout mix will definitely make it clear how all the money is generated from as this thing unfolds. Was that your last question?
Yeah, we can talk offline.
Okay, sounds good.
Thanks. Have a good day.
No problem, brother. All right. Any more questions, guys, before we leave? All right. Katrina, Gregory, DJ, Kilos. Okay. All right. Well, I guess we're good. Well, Keedric, man, I believe we're good. Guys, just send your email to the person that invited you, folks. Get rocking and rolling. It literally performs as advertised. We'll be doing this presentation again. I'm sure me and Keedric will schedule something. We're in the launch with him, and we really want to, get this thing launched. But he wanted to put this in front of his strategic people first before he brought it to others. So absolutely, I give it back over to you, man. The floor is yours.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Ford. We really appreciate your expertise and your wisdom on sharing this information. Like I said, I have a heart for people, and so that's why I brought my strategic people on this call today to be able to look at the information so they can be able to share with their strategic people. And so that's what we're all about. We're a big community. We're network marketers. We're business owners. And so we're kind of like in the same circle. So a lot of us was on teams together, and we built big teams in network marketing. So we just want to make sure we've got the right people with the right mindset, kingdom business, entrepreneur mindset to be able to take the thing to the next level. So we really appreciate your expertise and really appreciate the time that you spent to explain and just be methodical and be patient with us. So we really appreciate it. And looking forward to doing some great things with the community and also partnering with you. So we really appreciate it.
Hey, you're welcome, man. It's my pleasure. I knew it, when I spoke to you the very first time. That's why I wanted to reach out to you personally. And because, I mean, we're going to impact the world with this one, because this one here is going to work, folks. I mean, you guys can see it. The fact this thing has a simultaneous income system, no one has to be left behind here. I tell people, you have to emphatically not want to win to not win here. Okay? So absolutely, man. But we're going to get together again, guys. Just stay connected. Get yourselves involved. Make sure you go download the new members orientation packet. Go through that system. Again, to go to that website, it's smarterthanmoney.com. Just set up a free account. It's free to set that up. And it literally walks you through step by step the whole process that we have, the system here. Fantastic. All right, guys. Well, I'll let you guys go. As we appreciate it. Time we come together, we just don't. Keedric, were you saying something? Okay.
No, go ahead.
Absolutely. We just don't want to see you guys at the top. You're welcome, Charles. Folks, we want to see each and every one of you over the top. Take care. God bless you.
All right, awesome. And if you